makes a kid whistle eat the cake? What do you do? Just... Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Tiki Mugwena, for the ones that do not know me, and the ones that do know me, my name is still Tiki Mugwena. Guess what? Nothing has changed there. So yeah, guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe to this channel, in notification bell, comment and share. Tell your friends to come and subscribe to this channel because guys, it's really nice being here. I like to think so. Do you not think it's nice being here? I can see you there. Do you not think it's nice being here? It is nice, ne? Great. So guys, today I'm going to be reviewing a South African show, reality TV. That like to say, I don't think it's really reality, but it's a reality TV. So I brought a drink today, non-alcoholic drink. I do not know why I am disclaiming that it's non-alcoholic, but it's a non-alcoholic drink. I taste alcohol there, but I didn't put alcohol there. Nonetheless, let's move. Listen, guys, this review is guys, okay, I'm gonna be doing a South African today, guys. I'm doing a South African show. The name of the show is Mommy's Club, and it's a reality TV. You will find it on Showmax. I almost said Netflix. Hi Netflix, you need to pay me, Netflix, please. It's on Showmax. You'll find this on Showmax. So yeah, guys, I brought a drink today because hey, I need something to drink because South African television is, it's a lot to unpick. To sum up the Mommy's Club show or reality show, it was it was pop, man. It was pop. It was bad. You can go and watch it on your you can go and watch it if you want to. I'm not saying do not watch it, but then if you're like really interested into a realities okay, what I'm gonna say about this show is that Mommy's Club was pop. It was pop. That's the honest truth for me. It was pop. It was the time it was advertised, it was shown to be like trash TV, like how you'd find reality TV to be trash TV, but in this instant it's not. Obviously you'd get back to understand that it's Mommy's Club, so there's going to be kids involved, climate friendships and all of those things, but yeah, there's kids, but they're not always there, and drama yakhona is not like drama, it's not like drama. It's 2 minutes, just somebody throwing tantrums and then turns around and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, oh god, let's go and buy champagne, and oh god, bored out of my mind. So this show consists of moms, not necessarily wives, but moms. I almost went to wives. It's not Real Housewives type of show. It's moms. So there's Mrs. Mops. There is Miss Manchi. I do not know why she's called Miss Manchi because she always says, my husband, but she's Miss Manchi. And there is Her Majesty. And there is Oratile, Mrs. South Africa. Well, she entered Mrs. South Africa. I don't know if she won. I don't remember. I hope she didn't. And who is the last one? It will be Nunurai. And the friend of the show is Omuhlekela. Hey, we do not know why Omuhlekela was there. I personally do not know why Omuhlekela was there. She was there just to stay trouble all the time and left it like that. Don't even attend to her stirring of the pot. I mean, like, if you're gonna say something, say it with your chest and then own up to it. Don't just go around after that and apologizing and I didn't mean. Alcohol is what? Alcohol doesn't speak, my love. Alcohol gets into your body. It doesn't speak to other people. It speaks to you. It will tell you, like, tell them. You remember that thing that you wanted to say to them and you were scared. I'm here. They're not going to do anything to you. In me, no corner, because I am. Tell them. Then you go start saying things that you're not supposed to say. You know? Yeah. So let's get into it. Okay. Mrs. Mopps is obviously the ringleader. They could try to say she is not, and she plays nice. She's this character that, and her voice has changed. Guys, you know Mrs. Mopps was one of the Real Housewives of Johannesburg that's married to that rich guy. That rich guy. Yes, that woman. She's back. She's the one on Umami's Club. And I'd like to believe that it was her whole idea to have this show because we do not know any other people there besides Miss Manchi. Miss Manchi, we found out along the ways that she was friends to Kefile Mabote. And I don't remember her face in this Kefile Mabota situation. I only remember Kefile and Sarah Hlanga. Also, I do not know why I'm mentioning these people here because this is not their show. But also they were mentioned on the show. So there's that. So that's how I find out some other people did know about Miss Manchi. But for me, I didn't know about Miss Manchi. I didn't know about Her Majesty. I didn't know about Nunurai. Obviously, I knew about Omuhlekela because Omuhlekela got pregnant with somebody else's man. Allegedly. Allegedly, guys. You heard that word. Allegedly. So she was all in the news. Yeah, she's an actress. But more things we know about her is her being pregnant with someone else's man, allegedly. That's all we remember about her. I don't even know what she does though. Okay, she's an actress, but where? I don't know. Probably I don't watch those shows. And guys, like, I don't want to get into it. But she's a celebrity in her own right because people know her and they do not know me. So you see, that's the difference about me and her. She's known. I'm not yet. So, and there is Nunurai. Nunurai is from some country in Africa. And she has, I'm doing this face because I'm remembering Ugutsing. I'm realizing that I forgot which country is she from. But she's from a country from South Africa. She does she's a florist. She arranges flowers. I don't know what other term to put her or to categorize her. Oh, she's an event planner and she does flower arrangements, which is, what is that? Isn't that a florist? I don't know. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. There's Nunurai and Her Majesty. Her Majesty is well known in Johannesburg for scamming people, allegedly. So that's her. She has her own thing going there. She had a husband passed away, and the husband was with Enya. You know, when the husband died, there was somebody in a car, whatsoever. So those are the characters. Did I name the characters correctly? Oh, there's Oratile. Oratile has those contact lenses that she looks like a snake constantly. She looks like a snake, and Miss Manchi keeps calling her a snake all the time. I do not know it's because of the lenses or it's because of her behavior. She's married, rich, and Bahlezi Bamgwara because of her furniture in the house. They're saying it's old. It's giving Joshua Door. They say it's giving Joshua Door, which is not nice, guys. You don't say that about somebody's furniture in their home, because it's their home, it's their sanctuary, it's the way they find peace. If it's giving Joshua Door, then she's happy there with the Joshua Door. And yeah, she entered Mrs. South Africa. I'm not sure if she said she won Mrs. South Africa or she entered Mrs. South Africa, but it's along those lines because she came a little bit late into the show. So she was kind of a friend of a show, and then she ended up being in a show. Like, and guys, how did that ended up? So, excuse me. So there's women, they are showcasing their motherhood. They are inviting each other into brunches at their houses, outside into restaurants, and kids' birthdays, and they would fight about everything. They would fight about, oh my God, the child leaked the cake. Why are you saying my child is wild? Okay, the first episode, the first fight that ever happened was because Miss Manchi's child leaked a cake. Imagine I invite your child to my child's birthday party and your child comes and leak my child's birthday cake, leaks it. Isn't that wild? That's wild to me. And then obviously Her Majesty had to be like, oh my God, this child is wild, because that is not how kids behave in other kids' party. Because you need to discipline your kids. We're going to a party, you need to behave. You don't be the problem. You don't get into, you don't be trouble. Don't get into trouble, or there will be what? There will be trouble for you, my guy, if you're going to do things like that into other people's birthday parties or people's houses. You discipline your kids. So when Her Majesty said, your kid is wild, Miss Manchi was like, oh my God, you're always talking about my kids. Why would you say my kid is wild? Your kid, I'm saying it with my chest. Your kid was wild. That is a very wild thing. Out of everything that a child could do, Nunurai made it sure that there was a place for kids to play. There was everything that the kids could do. Like, it was knock yourself type of a day for kids. But your child specifically looked at everything, scanning like ding, no, cake, yes. Really? Really? What do you do at your house? What do you do at your house that makes your kid wants to leak the cake? What do you do at your house? Do you let your kids just leak things? What did this kid see people leaking? What did this kid see people leaking things? Do you leak things at your house? Well, maybe you leak things at your house, but don't let kids see that when you're leaking things. Okay, guys, so that was a huge fight for them. And Mrs. Mops got into it, and Miss Manchi splashed water on her dress, and she was like, you shut up me. Guys, this is supposed to be a review, but every time I'm thinking about these scenes, it's so funny because it's like you're watching Teletubbies being Teletubbies being humanized. Like, this Teletubbies now can like act like humans, like in the bougie states, and these Teletubbies are given money. And it's so funny to me, especially Mrs. Mops. Mrs. Mops never spoke like that. All of a sudden she has this squeaky voice, I do not know. It's not bougie, it's not nice, it's not classy. It's just squeaky and annoying. And I love that woman. She's gorgeous. For a woman who's got, how many kids she's got? 3 kids? God of grace. Not even a BBL can give you that body. After so many kids? No, she is, Mrs. Mops. I understand why Mr. Mops would marry that woman. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful, Shem. Her body is, yes. Miss Manchi's body, it caters for certain people. There's certain people that likes her body. I don't specifically. It's too curved for me. Listen to me talking about people's body as if I have a right to, but I'm just complimenting. And anyways, so Mrs. Manchi, Mrs. Mops all of a sudden speaks like this. I do not know why Mrs. Menchie would come to me and splash water on my new dress. She said, shut up, That's funny to me. So she tries, she Mrs. Mobs doesn't want to be picking sides in anything that happens. She always tries to be this mediator that I will make sense, and no, this is reality TV. You need to pick sides. You need to pick sides. And it came through Her Majesty has been having a lot of problems, and there's one thing that Her Majesty did. There's not one thing. There's a lot of things Her Majesty did that made me want to get into that screen and punch your face, woman. That's not classy, bro. Her Majesty vomited on TV. Guys, disgusting. And the fact that the cameraman actually followed her while she's, I don't want to even think about it. That was not classy. That's not ladylike. We don't do that. You don't tell people that I feel like I'm gonna throw up and then actually throws up in front of them just because you're meeting them. You don't do that. That's not nice. You go somewhere else and throw up, put yourself together, come back and be a lady and sit and take on whatever needs to happen. Like be about you, babe. Don't do nasty things just to get attention. That was really disgusting of you. I don't like it. Don't ever do it again. And it's television. People will always associate you with that throwing up scene that you did. And yeah, she has a problem in raising up her kids because there's too many stepdads that are just, too many. You know when there's going to be too many stepdads, it's going to be a problem. Especially you raising a teenager and you bring a stepdad. So there was a lot of things that were said, and she had to go through therapy with her kids. And the way she would speak to her kids, when a child is trying to speak to her, and she'd be like, "Can you shut up?" I'm like, what? Can you shut up? Can you shut up? Wow, that's not how you speak to your kids. But also, I'm not like the parent of the century that I could tell you how to parent your kids, but that was you. And your child kept telling people on television, that national television, that you say she was a mistake. You don't love her. She was a mistake. You should have aborted her. I did switch off my TV at that time. It hurts. I got hurt. It cut me deep because I'm all for kids, and to see a parent saying that to a kid, it affects them like in a major way than you would think. In their entire lives, childhood traumas will come to play into their grown-up lives. But that's you, Her Majesty, the Queen, Royal Highness, hard. That is you. That's not how you chose to raise your kids, which is fine. And and there is Nunurai. Nunurai, okay, I did say what Nunurai is, but Nunurai will always be in people's business. You will tell something to Nunurai in confidential, and Nunurai doesn't even know the meaning of that word, because she will go immediately and tell the person you were talking about what you just said. At the same time, it's not like, okay, I might sound contradictory, but then I'm not. I know that I'm not. If we just met, me and you, we do not know each other and we're trying to make friends, and I point out something at someone is doing so and so, and I don't like it. It's not necessarily me gossiping about that person. It's just me saying, okay, I'm comfortable with you to tell you that I don't like so and so's behavior, and I'm so comfortable with you to tell you this because you are kind of getting close to me and being my friend. But Nunurai will go and tell that person as if I gossiped. And when she tells that person, it will be like, I was talking and she was just listening. excuse me, she was like, the whole time. But she had like a 1 or 2, 3 words that she put in the conversation, and she acts like she didn't. All the time, Nunurai is the one that just spreads lies and people's indabas, like people's business out in the street. She'll be out here putting it out in the street. Everything that you tell her, she would make it a point that she's going to tell it to somebody else or tell it to that actual person. And it will always come back and bite her in the butt. In the butt. Then Oratile, Mrs. South Africa, is that character that thinks the sun shines from her house, and she gives us like one ray in Northern Cape, one ray in Gauteng, one ray in KwaZulu Natal, one ray in... It doesn't. That girl is so full of herself, and she thinks she's entitled to be told other people's businesses because, oh, she's Mrs. South Africa. Bruv, being Mrs. South Africa or wanting to be Mrs. South Africa doesn't entail you being told people's business or you getting into people's businesses and go out and telling them in a manner that makes you look good in them. It's different from Nunurai. Nunurai is just a blabber. But she's here every day. When you act classy every day with your contact lenses looking like a reptile of some sort, and asking, oh my God, did that happen? Oh my God, did that happen? Oh my God, did that? Girl, fix yourself. Pray to Jesus. Fix yourself, my love. That's not how I expected Mrs. South Africa to portray themselves on national television or Mrs. South Africa to be. I am sorry, because I cannot figure out which one were you. Did you want to be Mrs. South Africa or you were already Mrs. South Africa? Either or, you're disqualified according to me, because darling, that's not it. And Omuhlekela would always... Was she invited? Okay, Omuhlekela is Mrs. Mop's friends. Does this not make sense to you? Omuhlekela could not be Nunurai's friend. Nunurai, nobody knows her, could never be Miss Manchi's friend, because Miss Manchi was one of the influencers, big influencers. I don't know, are they influencers? One of those it girls' friends. So Omuhlekela is not in that standards. No. I don't think she has taken a shower in a private jet going somewhere and across the Atlantic Ocean. Nope. So obviously she can't be Miss Manchi's friend. And then there is what's this other, Her Majesty. She couldn't be Her Majesty friend because Her Majesty is raw. Her Majesty speaks like this. This is the only time I hear people that speaks like this is when I'm in Johannesburg, and I mean like Ekasi in Johannesburg, and you hear people say Nunurai. What is this? What is this? Nunurai, not Nunurai. She pronounces her words like that. So she's like raw, like I'm from Kasi or wherever I'm from, and I'm here to take things by fire, by force. I wouldn't not be a friend to an it girl or a girl that is climbing a ladder to being an it girl, angas, whatever that is. But yeah, so she will be a friend to Mrs. Mops because Mrs. Mops is already established. Remember now, she's married rich. She's got her own thing going. She's a brain by herself. And so she would try to link up herself to that. So she would get into this mommy club type of thing, because not even once she brought her baby to any of this gathering. She's always coming through as if she doesn't have a child or a nanny for that matter. But anyway, she's a friend of the show. So she would be invited, and whenever she's invited, she would act like, oh my God, I'm holiday now. Then what are you guys doing here? What is this? I'm an actress. I am this. I'm well known. You are very well known. For scandals. The first time I knew about you is on Popcorn Room. Yeah, I'm not even gonna hide it. It was on Popcorn Room. They were having you for breakfast, lunch, supper, and everything in between. Snack time. Bro, Baba Kipa even as in indaba zakho that you didn't even know indaba zakho. That's when they knew you. But on this show, bro, you made it very bad because you acted like you good, you great, like when Anjay, everything is going right for you. You that mom that got everything figured out until Nunurai on this one episode. When you guys were playing like those teenager games, which I do not know why on every other reality show in South Africa you have to get drunk and play games so people can now ask the questions that they really want to ask from the other person. Like, be a grown woman, be about it, go to somebody and be like, hey bro, let's have lunch. Now, who's the baby daddy? Who's your baby daddy? You know, like ask them directly. Like, you're not drunk, you're not playing a game, you're just asking them directly. Okay, I don't want to know, I don't want to tell you who the baby daddy is because you do not know me like that. And Gizo Ivala review, right? I'm just gonna close this review. You can go and watch the Mamis Club if you want to, but before I close it up, I'm gonna share the worst episode or scenes or towards the end of the show that I felt like this show shouldn't have season 2. Season 1, season 1 was fine, it's enough, it's okay. Ivale mfana izongikhatha nabantu. Ivale mfana, like cut. You cannot get season 2 when that teenagers games that they were playing, and Nunurai asked Omuhlekela, who's your baby daddy? And Omuhlekela was obviously pressed. She was feeling some type of way, like, why do you want to know my baby daddy? You do not know me that much. And Nunurai escaped to, it was all over the news, so I wanted to know because it was all over in the paper, so I want to know from you. And then they argued, and who's this? And Omuhlekela said, you do not have satellite in Bulawayo and all of that. Fine. So the fight went through where Ununurai had to order her friend, yes, I'm using order her friend from back home to come here to sit within the girls and exchange hurtful words and harsh words just because the other one said, from Bulawayo, there's no satellite in Bulawayo. And she was like, I'm speaking for my entire country. Did it hurt your entire country when I asked who your baby daddy was? You were being xenophobic. You were being bro, hear it from me. I listen, that was not xenophobic. She was coming for you as you came for her. That's all that what it was. There was no xenophobia in there. She didn't say anything that would have affected you as a black person from Africa, just like her. So it wasn't a xenophobic attack to you. It would just simply be like when somebody says, oh, you don't have a pool at your house. And be like, oh my God, you said I don't have a pool at my house, so you're coming for my entire family. And no, you don't have a pool at your house at the end of the day. Or if you do have a pool in your house, you'll be like, girl, come check my house. There's a pool at my house. You understand? That's what it was. It wasn't xenophobic. And also, you started this whole thing and you want now to jump into, oh my God, I'm from Africa. We are all from Africa. We are all black. You can't play that card. You will not play that card. We all one. We look alike. I'm not saying me and you, no. But yeah, we are Africans, all of us. So that's not possible. She was just coming for you as you came for her. You're not her close friend. You're not gonna come to somebody and ask them who you sleeping with. Like, that's none of your business. Like, put 5 and 5 and turn to your business, child. That's none of your business. Nobody's gonna tell you, even if it was like on papers, on everything, you'd open your door and it was written on the sky that Omuhlekela is doing this, is none of your business. Like, do not get into it. If you want to know who is her baby daddy, like, befriend her, get to know her, get close to her, meet her child, to a point where you're like, oh, okay, then I heard her talking to her baby daddy, or her baby daddy popped in while we were just sitting and having lunch, or whatever the case, then you would know. But you were coming for her in the wrong way. And when she responded to you, oh, hell break loose. Because you're going to bring up that you're from Africa and there's xenophobia and everything, to a point where you had to call your friend to come and attack somebody just because they said that to you. Like, that's not right, bro. Like, that's not right. You are making certain people thinking that South Africa doesn't like other people from Africa because they're going to say things to you. It should have, for me, it was like, oh, ha, 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 ha. We are a part of a family where we are so comfortable with each other to come at each other with those things. You know, if she wanted to hurt you, there's a lot of xenophobic terms or things that she would have said that would have definitely sounded xenophobic, and the show would have definitely fired her or didn't want her to be on TV. Just like the other show that I'm going to review, Love and Hip Hop. Ngimubi nge-Love and Hip Hop in letter. I'm going to review that. I am, because I don't... Spicy, you too grown for what happened. You too grown for what happened. But I sequel up. We're not even there. So yeah, Nunurai was wrong. She started a fight that she couldn't handle, and then all of a sudden wanted to call all Africans to come in and team up and be against Omuhlekela. No, man, that was wrong. You asked her something that is really personal. Yes, because she's on TV, or the guy that was allegedly said to be her baby daddy is from a wealthy family. So anything that they're doing is gonna come through. It's not because of the girl that she's dating. Makelis, that girl that is dating the guy that was alleged to be Omuhlekela's baby daddy, you need to find a corner somewhere and relax. Because not everything is about you. It was about that guy. And that guy has not married you. The last I checked. He be just in everybody's DMs. But anyways, we're not there because it's not a gossip show. It's not a gossip column. Imami's Club was pop, guys. You see how I reviewed this thing? I was all over the place. This is how the show goes. This is exactly how the show goes. It's here, it's there, it's here, it's everywhere. But if you want to go and, guys, there's somebody who's making noise at the door, like, it's so, gosh, okay. It's everywhere, like it's like everywhere. The show it goes from I in a sequence, like, whoever wrote the show or was a producer of the show was like, okay, today we're going to do this. Oh, all right, let's leave it there. Let's go and do a different thing now. Oh, that. Oh, let's go and I know structure. The show in a structure. I know Nixie. But if you want to and you have so much time in your hands, you can go and watch. If you do not have time, go watch Love and Hip Hop then. And come back here, because we need to talk about love and hip hop and leather, specifically about that scene where a racial slur was heard, and we need to unpack it, and we need to unpack it as honest people, as black people, as possible as we can, because there's something wrong that is happening there. there's something really wrong that's happening there, and they're out here sharing some conversations. Because of that, I'm not going to mix reviews, but we are going to review Love and Hip Hop in Atlanta. We need to do that. We need to do that immediately while this thing is still happening, because I want you guys to catch up. I need you guys to catch up. And I need to hear your honest views about the show. I need to hear your honest views about the situation that had happened, you know? So, yeah. With that being said, Mommy's Club was a pop. There shouldn't be season 2. People there, they do not know what they're doing. So from me to you, it's love and light. See you next time.